My name's Chad White, and I'm the missionary pastor here at Connection Point in Brookland, Arkansas. I became a missionary with the BMA of Arkansas really because my burden was for this community here in Brookland, and this is kind of my hometown, and it was growing, fastest growing school district in the state, and just tons of family moving into the district, building houses everywhere, but it just seemed like there was just a lot of them that weren't being reached, and so they're just unconnected. I mean, honestly, most of this community has some church background, where as a kid or sometime in their life they were associated with a church, but just so many of them have just kind of moved away from that, and so they just really need a place to belong. They need a place to meet some other people that can kind of encourage them and go through life with them, and a lot of them need a place where they can connect to God. I don't know, the needs of the community are probably a lot like the needs other places in the state, but they're just going through their life, but they don't live on purpose. And I think, that's something we try to bring into the community, is a place to find your sense of purpose, make a bigger difference in the world. When we first, kind of moved into the community to figure out where we wanted to connect and how we were going to connect, because we really kind of had this passion for millennials, and I could talk a lot about that, but just the largest people group in the United States and the most unchurched people group in the United States. And so we began to look at how are we going to reach them where they're at. And so we do a lot of ministry to families. We do a lot of work in and through the school. We host some events that are real kid friendly. We host a community-wide egg hunt for the whole city of Brookland. We do a trail of treats for the whole city of Brookland. So I guess one of the key ways we connect with the community is by trying to minister to their kids and to the family, try to reach them where they're at and introduce who we are, and then draw them in to maybe coming and participating in worship service with us, and then moving forward from there. Missions is about having a missionary mindset wherever you're at. I said, you work at a place that's full of darkness and needs somebody out there, shining the light, and you shop at a store that's just full of people who are wandering and they don't belong and they're not connected, and you have an opportunity to be part of that. I mean, isn't that what we do? If I go to Peru, I'm going to spend some time learning who lives here, what's important to them, what language do they speak, where do they spend their time, and then I'm going to get out there with them and do whatever they're doing and put some Jesus on it and hope to bring them back into a worship. I mean, that's what we need to be doing at all over the state of Arkansas, all over the United States of America, man. We got to quit putting the open sign out and hoping they find their way in, and just start going out there and being with them and bring them in. The first thing I would say is, you can help us by praying for us. I've learned in my short term as a church planner that everything moves on the wheels of prayer. When our prayers aren't going up, stuff just grinds to a halt. And so the first thing I would say is, pray for us. Support state missions. I know that probably sounds obvious, but we've got men doing great things all over the state and making a difference and impacting their communities. And one of the ways they're able to do that is through the funds that come into state missions.